Welcome to Funchal again before the start of the penultimate match of the European Water Polo Championships for women. We are in Madeira waiting for Greece and Italy to start. But before we concentrate on that match, we wanted to give a chance also to the organizers to say a few words before this competition finishes. And that's why we are now here with the president of the Portuguese Swimming Federation, Miguel Arrobas,
right,
and competition manager, Miguel Pires. Gentlemen, welcome to our studio. Thank you for coming here. And also thank you for organizing this competition. We'll start with you, Mr. President. We see Portugal organizing more and more water polo competitions.
Well, actually, one of our goals when we entered this board and on this idea of managing the federation was to increase the water polo in Portugal, not only in competitions but in number of players, and especially the women need a lot of attention from us. So organizing a competition like this in our country is good to increase, to promote the sport, and to call more women and more men to play water polo. So it's very important for us, and of course to show that we can organize the best competitions that we can have in Europe or in the world.
Yeah, especially when you take, let's say, Funchal, that has another organizational problem, which is distance. And we can speak with Mr. Perez. What was the biggest challenge in organizing this competition?
Yes, the biggest challenge is that we want to offer the best conditions to all the participants, all the people that come here to watch these nice sports. So we are in an island, so we have some conditions that sometimes are not the best, but we asked everyone to come here with the conditions that we can offer, and we try to get the best for all the participants. So the accommodations, the transport, with the support of the local authorities, we improved to make our best effort.
And how did you see the competition?
Well, the competition was, well, I can't say perfect because nothing is perfect, but according to what I saw during these almost 2 weeks of competition and trainings, I think the competition went very well. And thanks to all together, we made a team together with the Portuguese Swimming Federation, the Swimming Association in Madeira, the European Aquatics, all the volunteers, the officials, of course with the support of not only the regional but the central government of Portugal. We made it until the end, and we think that we made a good competition, and we are very proud of it.
And from what I hear, you are not stopping. Portugal will continue organizing water polo competitions in 2026 also.
Yes, we have competitions for under 18 and under 20 in continental Portugal, and so we are one in Rio Maior and one in probably, let's see, in the National Stadium near Lisbon, and that's part of our strategy. And it's part of what we want for the water polo. Of course, we have organized a competition of European Aquatics Championship as well from artistic swimming. So we are trying to develop not only the swimming, but all the other disciplines.
In essence, you are giving more sleepless nights to Mr. Pires.
Yes, after this ends, they can rest a little bit, like 24 hours, and then they have to go work again.
Yes, for you now is after this competition finishes, you have to go to the next challenge.
Yes, we have a team that works a lot in these organizations. So finishing that, we have some rest, and then we need to think in the next one that will be in the end of June.
Yeah, the end of June, if I'm not mistaken, is under 20 World Championship.
And the 20 European Championships and World Championship in under.
Yes, the end of June
under
it will
20.
be World Aquatics World Championship, but European Aquatics it will be in the end of July.
July.
in essence, you will be
So-
working a lot.
Yeah, so come to Portugal, come to Madeira, because water polo, we are breeding water polo.
You have seen the beauty of it.
All right, yeah, that's right.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. I've learned one word in these couple of days. Obrigado.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
I don't know how to say thank you in Croatian.
Hvala.
Hvala.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And now is, of course, time to turn our attention to the game that is in front of us. And we will start with a look at yesterday's semi-final. First was this great match that was played between Greece and Hungary.
The first semi-final was the rematch of last year's World Cup and World Championships finals, with the Greeks winning both of those in convincing style. But in Funchal, it was the Hungarians who were celebrating at the end after edging a thrilling penalty shootout. It could be considered a deserved victory, as Hungary were never behind in the game. But the Greeks will feel unfortunate after fighting back to level the scores twice in the last quarter. The opening 5 minutes were a real defensive battle, with each team struggling to create clear shooting opportunities and both sides committing turnover fouls. With 2:26 left in the first, Hungary's Dalma Domsodi overpowered her marker in the center to earn a penalty, and captain Rita Kestei buried it. Panatiba then doubled their advantage with a stunning 6-meter shot that skipped off the water and just evaded Stamatopoulos' grasp. Eirini Ninu replied to get the Greeks off the mark with a powerful shot from the left wing, but it needed a VAR review to prove Boglar Kanesmi had failed to stop the ball from crossing the line. Kristina Garda's action shot restored Hungary's 2-goal advantage, and that was the result of the first quarter. At the start of the second period, Greece's leading scorer in Funchal, Vasiliki Plevritou, looked to bring her side closer. But her penalty was also saved, with Nesmei diving to her right for a fine stop. Minutes later, the gap was cut to 1 as Cristina Ciuti rifled in from the left wing for 2-3. But Nora Shumegi struck back immediately to reset the 2-goal lead. Greece, the overall top scorers before this clash with 111 goals, averaging 22.2 per game, were having real problems finding a way past the stubborn and well-organized Hungarian defense. The posts also denied them 3 times before Eleni Shenaki hammered in on extra to set the half-time score at 3-4. Early in the third, Garda arrowed in another goal, finishing off a fine counter-attack with a powerful shot that flew into the left corner of the goal. Greece were then awarded the penalty, but a challenge by Hungary's coach, Sondor Čeh, was successful, and Ribanska was excluded instead. This proved no problem for the Greeks, though as Maria Mirio Kefalitaki fired in, then Eleftheria Plevritou's action shot leveled the scores at 5-5, with 5:52 on the clock. Dora Leimeter nudged the Magyars back in front after finishing off a swift counter, but they couldn't find another, which set up a nervy final 8 minutes. At the start of the fourth, Greece earned a penalty, giving them a glorious opportunity to level, but Eleftheria Plevritou's shot slammed against the post. With 2:49 remaining, Eleni Shenaki did find an equalizer, flashing in a fierce shot from the right wing for 6-6. As much as they had tried throughout the game, Greece could never take the lead, though, and Farago instantly restored the Hungarian advantage, whipping in a shot from the perimeter that left Stamatopoulou no chance. After a timeout, Kestei powered in a 6-on-5 shot from the left wing for 6-8, but Ciuti replied from the Greeks' next possession to move back within 1. Inside the last minute, Greece forced an exclusion, and after several intricate passes around the perimeter, the ball went into Eleftheria Plevritou on the far post, who tapped in to send the game to a shootout. With Kestei seeing her opening shot saved by Stamatopoulou, Greece appeared to be heading to victory, as they converted their first 3 attempts. However, when Czech switched to reserved keeper Sonia Golopensa for the last 2 rounds, she came up with huge saves to deny Ciuti and Mirio Kefalitaki and win it for Hungary.
As you have seen, it was a great match. It was a lot of suspense in that semi-final, Greece against Hungary. We are now with the assistant coach of the Greek national team, Antonios Plontakis. Coach, what happened in the semi-final?
We went to the penalty, so it's like flipping a coin after. We were unlucky, so we are now at the small final. We don't want to leave Madeira without nothing. So hopefully our team is concentrated and ready for this game.
Yeah, but in these matches it always comes down to which team has managed to forget the loss in semi-final.
Exactly. I think it's more difficult for us because we came here as World Championships. Italy is trying to be in the first three. We were already there. So now I think it's a little bit more difficult for us to leave this game behind, but we must leave this game behind. We must play against Italy as the team we are, because I think that in the last game against Hungary we were not that good.
Partly because of Hungary and partly because of Greece.
I think that most of the times it depends to our team. How will the match will go. So, of course, Hungary is a great team. But I think that we're not that good at that game. Anyway, we have to try to forget that, I told you before, and now to try to earn this bronze medal.
What we've seen from Italy in this championship, that when they were playing against, let's call them big teams, they had problems at the very start of the match, and then were unable to delete that deficit.
Italy is a very good team. Our way of playing is similar with the Italians. So I think that this game will be completely different than the game we had before.
Because in that game you had a 5-1 lead at the start of the
6-1, I think.
Yeah, at the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, but I think that hopefully it will be the same, but I think that it will not be the same. I think that it will be a game tie at the beginning, and we'll have to be very good at this game. We have to be more competitive in the offense, because our defense normal play is okay. We have some problems in offense. We have to find more solutions and be more confident at the shoots. It's one game, one medal, so it's very important for us. I think that we are a better team than Italy, but we have to prove it in the game, in the water.
And we will see, of course, not a lot of time is left until the start of the match. Coach Plontakis, thank you very much.
Thank you.
With every game in Funchal, the Netherlands have increasingly looked like the team that roared to victory in Eindhoven 2 years ago. That progress continued with their clash against Italy as the reigning champions surged into a 3-0 lead inside the opening 3 minutes. The Dutch converted their first 2 6-5s through Florian Bosveld and Christina Hicks, and Nina ten Broek struck in between those neat finishes to put the title holders in the driving seat. Italy looked a little rocked and short of ideas, but Chiara Ranalli pulled one back from their first extra to open their account. The Netherlands kept surging forward, with the Italians able to withstand the pressure for 3 more minutes before Kitilin Justra blasted in a 6-meter goal to set the score at 4-1 by the first break. Carlos Filippo made a few tweaks to his defense for the second quarter, and they successfully managed to slow down the Dutch attack. But Lola Mulhausen did convert a penalty to open up a 4-goal gap, 5-1. Laura Arts was also being tested a little more, as she had to work hard to keep out efforts from Daphne Bettini and Lucrezia Cergol. With 2:18 remaining in the half, Carlotta Meggiato restored some hope for the Italians by cutting the gap to 3 with a fine finish on extra player. In the third, both defenses continued to step up. But after 5 minutes of end-to-end battling, Bettini finally found some space on the perimeter and sent a delicate lob into the far corner for 5-3. The Dutch quickly earned another extra player, and Hicks made no mistake from the right wing, arrowing her shot in to regain the free goal cushion ahead of the final 8 minutes. Netherlands captain Martje Koning struck first in the fourth from an extra, before Bettini fired in a 6-meter rocket at the other end with 5:27 left to play. With 4:03 on the clock, Joostra powered in from the center to move the Dutch 4 clear and within touching distance of a second successive final. From there, the Italians were unable to mount any sort of response, with the strong Netherlands defense holding firm and comfortably closing out the game.
And after we have seen the semi-final match, we are now with the head coach of the Italian national water polo team, Mr. Carlos Filippo. Coach, we talked before the semi-final, and you said you know what can happen when playing against Netherlands, but it was so hard just from the start of the match against them.
Yes, we approached the game not in our better things. We did a lot of mistakes, but I think that we played a good match, especially in defense. In attack, we need some power more, but we know the Dutch team are very strong also.
Yes, physically very
strong, and I think that they deserve it to win the match.
Another day, another difficult match in front of you. You are playing against Greece. Greece, that was, we can honestly say, considered as one of the favorites to take the gold medal.
Yeah, they are a great team with a great coach, with a lot of experience. But we know that the approach at the game are very important, especially against them. That they are very dangerous in their counter-attack, especially in the first part of the game, and we must be ready to stop there.
Yes, because the style of play of Greece is a lot different than the way your previous opponent, Netherlands, play. They will somehow try to find those spaces from where they can operate.
Yeah. They are dangerous. I told you before, in their counter-attack, we must be very focused. We must play as a team. We have to work as teammates. All of us must be an important part into the game.
Coach, all I can say is wish you a lot of luck against Greece in this match for the bronze. Italy was always one of the teams that were aiming to stay very close to the top. We, of course, hope that will continue.
Okay, thank you. There is an important medal to achieve, and we will do everything to achieve that.
Thank you. And we have reached the end of this preview before the start of the bronze match at the European Water Polo Championships for women in Funchal. We hope you have enjoyed it. We hope you have enjoyed this entire championship. 2 biggest matches are left in front of us. First, the bronze medal match. It is Greece against Italy starting very soon.